Yeah, I knew this is going to be a crazy show. This is going to be a crazy show. This is so funny because we're going to do a show. We're going to talk about Central Dispatch, old search and new search. And literally, right before I went live, my streaming software asked me if I wanted to update. And I thought, well, it'll just be some little fix. The whole thing was changed.
Oh,
and I
God.
thought, this is exactly what it's like to be a driver. You're in the middle of everything. And now, oh, hey, here's this software update, and you're not ready at all. So we're going to talk about that today. Okay? Is that that's an important topic? Or am I right? Okay, cool.
Yep.
And so so now like some of my other pieces of technology now won't work because I got to go back and I got to go retrace my steps. It's ridiculous. So hey, what's going on, David? Elena, Fritz.
Did Renee hear about that guy calling for high tech?
As you can tell, she is pretty busy today.
Could you please tell her?
In the Murphy Auto Transport Dispatch office. Yeah, go ahead. Do me a favor. Leave a like. You can click share, click copy.
Well,
and I am not on my game today, so I'm going to try my best. But we got a lot of great news, a couple videos, and what do we got? We got some terrible rates to look at. And so my filter is going to be harder for me to manage too because
he's only showing me before pictures too, not the after.
She is working. What is going on, Daniel? Lakeisha? Douglas?
Hey, guys.
Talk about a crazy week. Grandpa can't drive a RV. How are you doing, Sue? What's happening with you?
Jesus. That's all I can say. Really? It's bad. I mean, we say this every year. It's always bad this time of the year. But it's a pain in the butt when it's like this. Right now we're at 29,231. The last time we did the show,
it
was at 32,194.
So, and let's just address that for a second. So, is the last time we did a show, is that a month ago?
No, we did our last show on August 10th, and it was at 32,194.
3 weeks.
3 weeks ago.
All right, cool. All right, so loads haven't changed that much.
No, but they have. I don't know how to explain it because everybody thinks when they see 29,000 loads that's a lot. But in all reality, those 29,000 loads, when we're going through them, are a lot of shit loads. Like, your under $50 load kind of crap, that they're local loads. And then you also have your loads that are double and triple and quadruple brokered. Then you also have your loads that everybody's lowering their prices on everything. So our prices are going down instead of going up with gas. And this is what they do to us every year, though, because of the season. It's like they know it's the season, so let's just try to screw people over.
Wow.
Only way to put it.
Wow. Vitriol.
So, so we're having a hell of a time getting decent loads and keeping the guys moving and, that kind of thing. So it's, hey, Danny. And we're going to talk about Danny today, too, and United Road and some other drivers what we dealt with the last couple weeks ago, too.
Cool.
So that was some crazy shit that we got to talk about. Like, when I say crazy, I mean, that's some of the craziest stuff I've ever seen in doing this in the last 20 years.
I think, and you mean crazy good, right?
Yeah, crazy good.
See, I'm like, where's that crazy bad picture? Oh, I had the crazy good one. Hey, this is dispatching. I'm always assuming we're talking crazy bad. Right?
No, we had like some. So, and I don't know if United Road screwed up. I don't know if everybody knows there's a yard down in Houston, Texas called the Beasley yard for United Road. So they run a lot of stuff out of there, but it's like in spurts because it's a rail yard. And I honestly think I found out what happened with all this and why they had so many cars. Remember all those GM cars that didn't have all the chips?
Oh, yeah.
I think they're in the Beasley yard.
So,
because we moved a lot of GM cars.
That is so interesting you mentioned that because I know of a lot near me, and it is packed to the gills with new trucks. I mean, they can't fit another new truck in there. They're everywhere, and it's been that way for months.
Do you think they're just piling them up still and don't have the thing?
So what's really weird is then I've read like I know everything's a conspiracy now, and like I saw a guy was on LinkedIn saying that there's no chip shortage and it's all hoopla. No, man, when you see fields of brand new trucks sitting there for
Yeah.
months,
Yeah,
there ain't no
for
other
a
reason, I don't think, because they're not on a dealership. They're not ready to go.
Yeah, and they're not sold, and that's what they want. I mean, how are they going to make money?
They
I mean,
don't
only,
want them
I
sitting
mean,
in a
the
field. I'm
conspiracy theory would be
positive.
then, like, that they're sitting on them, trying to raise the prices of the trucks. I mean, that would be the only,
Right.
right?
Okay, see, there you go. Exactly. Well done. That's, I think, what it. Well, they're just trying to raise the price. You know,
Mhm.
that's a lot of work just to raise a price.
Yeah, and a lot of money sitting
Yeah, I'm pretty
in
sure.
a field. Yeah,
gonna-
I don't think it's that either.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
gonna
it's
go
something
with
else.
I'm gonna go with a
Yeah.
no. Let's see. Where's my handy dandy sound effects? Let's see here. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give that a no.
yeah.
Hey, what's going on? Jordan DeBross is here. R&J Brothers Transport.
Hey, Jordan.
Daniel
Hey, Elena.
Fuentes. Oh, we hit. Oh, Daniel, you already got your hello. Oh, okay.
Doug's on here too.
Doug's
Hey,
here too.
Lakeisha. Hey,
Thank you
Fritz.
guys for saying hello. What's
Hey,
on your
Bear.
mind? Is it the Central Dispatch new or old search? Is it the rates? Is it an app? What is it? You know, what's on your mind? What would you like to? Do you have a route scout? Do you need help with something?
We
I got
do.
yeah, there's several things in the news. Actually, what should we do first? Should we go into news or should we look at a load? What do you want to do?
I want to talk about this United Road thing.
Oh, all right. Well, so here, let's do. Okay, let's do this. Let's get into the news.
Okay.
Sue is chomping at the bit. I like it.
I am.
It's Dispatching Live. Welcome to the Load Board Truth Bombs. New or old search is kind of a topic today. So, see, I got this email after the search was already updated. Welcome to the new search. So my question is, was there an email before the new search was implemented?
There was a little thing. If you read right here, this is what came up. It says you are currently utilizing oh, we're on your page. Sorry. You want me to show it really quick?
Oh,
I'll show you the screen.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Take her
let me show
away,
you real
yeah.
quick.
Okay. So in the
this is what they did.
in Central they okay.
Yeah.
Good.
This
Okay.
is what they're showing. They're showing this little ditty about how, you can do this. Now, I will tell you, we were testing this, and they need to know this, whether they're going to hear us or not. I hope they're listening.
Yeah, they are.
Jen put
allegedly.
up a page. Yeah. Jen put up a page
are.
of the old, and then she put up the same search engine with the new,
Oh.
and the same loads were not on there.
You know, that happened. A little birdie told me that happened in the past. And by the way, we welcome everybody. This is the place. If you want to give good, honest, truthful feedback, do it here. Because my understanding is that somebody's listening and they want to know what you think. So do not, I'm gonna go a little further. We're gonna do a show in a couple weeks, Carriers Unfiltered. It's in the news too. And what worries me is that a lot of carriers won't show up. What we have this problem in our ecosystem. And hold on.
Okay.
We have a lot of great Facebook feedback, but when we try to get someone to talk, it is really hard. Now, I don't know if people are worried about their businesses or they don't have time. I don't know what it is. And I've listened to like trucking radio or whatever that radio, people go on about politics and the weather all day long.
Right.
But when you want to get honest feedback about rates and brokers without even naming names, it's really, really hard. And that's not helping us. That's why nobody's putting the band back together.
Yeah.
Everybody's zipping their lips, and that's fine. I'm used to it, man. I've had that going on for years. I made a channel out of zipped lips. It's just me and Sue up here talking. and I'll get off this high horse in a second, but I told an owner at a large auto transport business the other day.
Uh-huh.
If everybody keeps waiting for something to happen, eventually it won't matter anymore.
Right.
There's a certain point where, you've waited too long. You have missed the bus. And, man, put it in the live chat. Thank you. Anything. Thank you, Victor. Anything. We really want to know. Because there are so many new features. There's so much new about the search. Okay, I've said my piece. Sue?
All right. So are we I'm going to go back to United Road real quick. And then we're going to go back. Okay, so United Road had all those trucks, they're GMCs down there. Okay. Down at the Beasley yard. Yes. So it'd be 3 weeks ago when this first started. So 3 weeks ago, Danny lives in Houston. So if there's loads out there, we try to take them because everybody knows Houston sucks. So we try to take those loads if they're on there. So we had taken them. He was going to pick them up. All of a sudden, they start putting them on there for $1,050 a piece. So needless to say, I canceled the other ones I had and I changed them to the $1,050 a piece. So we took 4 of them up to Arkansas.
We take that load. $1,050 a piece.
Yeah, it was almost $4,000 worth of fees out.
What?
It was like 30.
And they let it go? They didn't call you?
It gets better.
Oh,
it gets better.
Oh, okay.
So I get those loads. I have 2 other drivers down in that area with different dispatchers, and I'm like, go check and see what else is on there. One of the girls got loads going up into Kansas, like Wichita area. One was like $1,500, one was $1,300, and then there was one going into Durant, Oklahoma for like $1,000. Okay, so that's a sweet load too, as everybody knows. Then I took 3 vehicles just into Texas. It was only 300 miles apart, or 300 miles from Beasley, at $890 a piece. And then I took another load at $1,000 a piece up to Oklahoma as well, with a 3-car.
Are you gonna make a video?
Right. Yeah, I should. So
it'll go viral.
Of course. So then we're grabbing more loads, so I can just run them straight back down. Then they start raising the prices up to $1,600, $1,700 a piece.
What?
Okay. Oh, it was freaking crazy shit. So we all get all these loads, right? We get down there. All 3 of us are down there at the exact same time.
Oh.
All of a sudden, they all disappear off of our boards.
Oh my God, no.
Right. But I made everybody pick this shit up anyways. Because we had proof.
So you had the cars.
No, we didn't have the cars.
Dispatches? No.
They pulled the dispatches, but here's the thing. Once we get the loads, we got the proof. The rate's on there and everything else. And they wouldn't answer the phones. Go figure.
Oh my gosh.
So we keep calling. This is a real story. So we keep calling. They won't answer us. I'm like, well, we got the rate cons. They've got to follow through with them. Otherwise, we're going against a broker bond. They have to do this.
Insane.
So, yeah. So we had, like, Danny had 2 for like 1,600, or the 1 for 1,600 and a couple for like 8 something. And then the other girl had some other ones, and then another one had some. So when this was all said and done and they're not on our boards, and they finally answer us like 3 days later via email. And they're like, why is the rate saying this? And we don't have them on your boards, but we have this. I said, we all sent you guys phone call after phone call. Nobody would answer our phone calls. Nobody would fix anything. Nobody would do anything for us.
Exhibit A.
But here is your rate con.
Everybody's hiding under their desks. Don't answer the phone. They won't see us.
Because it was really funny. One of my Lakeisha was on there, and she's like, "You get a car. You get a car."
Oh my God, that's wild.
Because it was just like bing, bang, boom. And so when it come down to it, I'm like, "Here's your rate cons," and we figure somebody got fired. I don't know what's going on.
Well, yeah. Well, okay, that makes sense. Well, because here's the thing. I mean, this is business law, and I don't know this stuff, but can a contractor force a vendor or customer, client, to pay what would be an otherwise unreasonable contract fee?
See, I don't know.
Does that invalidate? That might invalidate. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, well, then United Road has to pay for it out of their pocket. They didn't have a choice. But they did pay us. Everybody got paid.
Pay you? Wow.
Everybody's gotten paid. Yeah, they were holding them off because they had to enter them in manually because we couldn't use our apps. And that was their fault because they did whatever they did.
Oh, my God. That's wild. How many vehicles do you think did this, you know?
Well, this is the thing. When my 3 guys were down there, they said that whole yard was full of transporters.
But everybody's high-fiving.
Everybody's down there high-fiving, going, we're making champagne. A fortune. Yes. But then it all disappeared from our apps. I think everybody was down there at like 5 o'clock. And that's when it all went off of their apps. And, of course, that's when they close up there. 5 o'clock our time is 6 for, them in Detroit. But they also have a local guy down there on a 713. Of course, he wouldn't answer either. We kept calling.
Oh,
anyways, but we got it all taken care of and everybody has gotten paid. It was delayed because, their rule is if you don't use their app, it takes a longer processing period, but it still got taken care of.
That is a wild, because I want to see, let's see here. Yeah, go ahead.
Here's the other story that went with it. So one of the ones that got dropped into Kansas, the guy said, I have been waiting on these cars since April.
Here it is. Load
there you go. Yep.
Is that the one?
Yeah,
so
that's $4,000.
You got $4,000.
Miles.
Oh my God.
600 miles, $4,000.
600 miles, $4,000.
Yeah, I only went to Russellville, Arkansas. Yeah.
Somebody just woke up out of a cryo chamber from the 30s and like, yeah, that's the going rate.
Yeah, they're gonna think that.
What are you talking about?
Well, they're back down to
all
normal
day long, now, dude.
But yeah, so when he got to Kansas, the guy said, "I've been waiting since April to get this." That's what made me click. They've been waiting for these frickin' the what did I just say?
So it's a dealer.
Yeah, the dealer said, "I've been waiting."
Why
since
would
April
the dealer be waiting since April?
That's why I think they were sitting there waiting for the chips to come in down there.
Oh.
And he bought it through GM and themselves.
Wow.
That's one.
Wow, that's crazy. That is a crazy story.
So, and then here's Danny's other story. Okay, so we took another 4-pack up into Oklahoma. 2 of them went to Broken Bow, I want to say. No, not Broken Bow. Someplace there, Broken Arrow.
Yeah.
And now these weren't paying like that. They were paying normal, like 60 cents a mile. All right. So he gets in there, and this guy literally tells him that he's damaged this car because there's fingerprints on the car.
And that's damage?
Fingerprints. That's damage. He said, we're going to have a claim on this, sir. And he was a real,
what kind of fingerprints?
Douche. Like fingerprints. Like literally someone touched the car.
Not paint, but fingerprints.
No, fingerprints. And he told Danny, and he was a total asshole, telling him he was going to have a claim on it. They made him wait while they took it into the shop and took a cleaner and wiped it off.
What? Oh my God! What is that guy's job? And he was a
manager.
He's a manager.
He was a manager
at a dealership.
Yes. Can you believe that?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
I need to say we're not going back there again.
Just when you thought you'd heard it all, that's insane.
Yes, that was crazy. All right, now we can continue. I got that whole story out there. I've been waiting.
Those are crazy stories, man. Well, when the broker gives the shipper a quote, carrier, forget about it. We don't need you yapping.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not going to say it. Somebody else is welcome to say it. You can type it. I mean, this is so low that I don't even know what to do with it.
Yeah.
Now, I realize that, you might be able to drive that, half asleep. And maybe that's where the price comes in. Because maybe you don't even really need to be fully awake to do this load. I don't know.
They don't care.
Right? But I mean, this
makes it there, makes it there.
Somebody help me out. I'm just the guy, with the switcher. I mean, what is going on here?
It's ridiculous. Yeah,
does the customer know? Does the shipper know that? I mean, what's the shipper paying? Let's play. Let's play. Who wants to play? What's the shipper paying? Anybody want to guess what the shipper is paying? Wear your dirty gloves next time.
That's what I'm asking, because he said he was calling.
All right. Well,
that's what I'm saying.
Nobody wants to guess. No problem. Party of one. I'm used to it. Let's roll the video. Okay, I got a couple videos. These are ridiculous. First of all.
Oh dear Lord.
Is it gonna fall off?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I'm working on it right now.
Thanks. What are we gonna do?
I'm gonna watch it flip over.
That isn't too hard, but
It kind of looks like.
Oh wait. Oh.
Well, maybe it's a 3. It's really hard to tell from this angle.
I wish you'd get them to look over.
I'm that's gonna land on top of me.
We're not up there where it can.
Huh? Well,
He's a
that.
fucking moron.
This is gonna go down. For real.
Right? I mean, what is going to happen?
That's what I see happening. It's coming down.
I won't make it down, but Bob would say next time you're throwing back, I will.
All right. Oh, man, nothing
That's
even
it?
happened. That's it. Oh.
Man.
All right, how about this one?
That was no fun.
Look at this guy. Okay, I think that's... This video, actually, this sucks. He's hung up, so he unhooked, and now he's trying to, move it off with a strap. And some dude's, like, recording him and throwing it up on TikTok.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's
But you know what? I mean, gosh, you can make 30 cents a mile on that thing. Holy mackerel. Jeez, that's amazing. What's an incredible rate. Like I said, we're going to do Carriers Unfiltered on Tuesday night, September 13th. And if you want to sound off, I know you can sound off on Facebook. That's easy. But join us live. And what do you want to say, and who do you want to say it to? You don't even have to name names. We'll see what happens. There'll be a couple people, but not as near as many as we really need. But you know what? Party of one. Are you doing right by carriers? Share it on ATI. This is the place. Okay, so Sue, what do we got here?
Yep. I don't know. What do you want me to go to? All I'm looking at is TikTok right now.
Oh, you're still looking at the TikTok? Oh, dang it. Here,
You
hang
want me
on.
to share the screen? Or?
All right, hang on. Let's see here. No.
Okay.
I told you my technology was whack. Okay, can you see that?
Yes, that's what we need to show. There
All
we
right.
go. That's what
All
I
right,
was just
so
gonna say.
what do we got here? It's cool. So he emailed you?
Yeah, Steve contacted me and said he had this for sale. I sent you the pics too, right?
Yeah,
Those are
I'm going
not
to show those here. So he's got
This is what he's got.
and this is a nice one. This is the Sun Country with the lower deck, right?
Yeah. And it looks like he's repainted it and everything.
I know, it looks
Pretty
really
slick
good.
looking.
So he's got, he's asking $49.9 for the trailer. Says brand new one right now is $59.
Yeah.
And it's a factory built custom Sun Country 53-foot drop with 2 additional hydraulic ramps to lower the second position. Yeah, actually, I think when I was booking Don, he ended up with that trailer later on. It was awesome.
Yeah. It
We
looks
could
like a
haul
really good
anything.
trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So his email is p3llc@gmail.com.
Yep. If anybody's interested, just get a
And
hold
it's
of
his name is Steve.
Uh-huh.
All right, cool. We've also got, this is interesting. I saw this on Facebook. Okay, this is everything for sale. This guy says take it all. Complete hotshot setup, 110K.
Oh, my.
Just take it. I'll throw in the dog. Okay. I've got a full business for sale. 2 drivers, dispatcher, 2 trucks, 3 trailers, 2 3-car, 4-car, DOT and MC number. Take it, 175 grand.
Is it along his route? See where it's picking up.
What do you guys think of that? Is that enough blue sky? This guy says, yeah. Do you have any direct customers? The other guy says, can I get some info? Is it worth it? I don't know. Let's see here. Oh, this came in on Instagram. Hey, do you know of any car hauler companies that hire drivers without verifiable experience? This is so cool. So we're going to do a show Tuesday night. We're going to talk about hiring company drivers. That's the Tuesday after Labor Day. So, yeah, hire. So, if because, and again, I was talking to John, and he was like, a new setup is $400K for a Stinger. Do you want to get on the job training before you jump right in? Something to think about. You
Yeah.
put dispatching live in your dispatch office. You throw it up on the big screen. You still looking for taking on
Yep.
carriers?
Yep.
Cool.
I've still got some spots available.
All right, so
Not me, but my people do.
if you're looking for a dispatcher, somebody was just saying to me the other day, you know, they hear of people looking for dispatchers and don't know where to look, and I thought, well, that's funny. Oh,
That is
right?
funny.
It is
Yeah.
funny. Check your email. Okay, so we got, all right, Fritz just sent in a video. Hang on one second. Uh-oh. I hear crunching. This isn't going to be good. Thank you, Fritz. Okay, this is from Fritz. You guys ready?
Yep, let's see this.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Well, here's the good thing. It should be able to be installed. Not get that big, but that sucks. Was that? You think that was the lady that owned it? It was like, stop.
I do think so, and I think that, man, that,
Sucks.
Now,
That was a custom one.
hopefully that was her husband, because
That was pulling it off.
at least he may live, because they're related. But if that was like some dude, oh
Yeah.
man, oh man. But you know, hey, it was paying 39 cents a mile. I mean, we're gonna get rich, y'all.
Steve just sent me an email. He just saw that on the show, the guy that's selling the trailer, and he's wanting to let everybody know it only has 250 miles on it. The paint is original, factory powder coat.
Ooh.
That's a slick looking trailer. I thought he did that afterwards, so that can't. He got it like that.
I thought so too. That is a nice trailer.
That's nice. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's Douglas on. He says that's his worst nightmare. Yeah, I think that's everybody's worst nightmare. Everybody involved: the dealer, the shipper, the carrier, the broker. Worst nightmare. But you know, I mean, hey man.
Yeah.
All right.
I agree, Doug. That's a bad one.
Really tough. Thank you, Fritz. That was really an awesome video. You made everybody's day. We talked about the load of the week. I want to... Okay. I think I found something out. And it's kind of sucks. But, so hay bales, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sue, it turns out... There's a... where is it? Okay. We did not get the memo.
That you could put hay bales on?
Okay, so I'm going to say, I'm pretty sure this is what's going on. We thought Central Dispatch was a vehicle marketplace. And I think it might even say that. But that's not all it is. And so, like, we have to get used to seeing laptops and bar stools on Central Dispatch. We are the ones that were wrong. Okay? So that's my mistake. But it sure is weird. I mean, and you know, I guess you can filter out extrusion boxes, right? So you don't see that.
Yes, can you do that?
I don't know.
And it's only 20 cents a mile.
I mean,
it's only 25 pounds.
Shoot, man, you can throw that up in the cab with the dog you're moving.
If it's 25 pounds, it must be big. Because otherwise, wouldn't you ship that? It would be less than $200 to ship it.
You know it's not a good deal.
No.
Whoever books
Who's gonna
this
do that?
is going to be like, I should have taken the parakeet. Because it's auto-transit. You can do whatever you want. I mean, it's auto-transit. Come on, it's 2022. This isn't news. You can do whatever you want. Valley says there's an unprecedented amount of price haggling from customers at the moment, combined with very low IQ salespeople who don't have the infrastructure knowledge to price correctly nationwide. That is, I think that's well phrased.
Yes.
You know?
But
exactly. Tell us more.
Here's the thing, though. If they're talking about salespeople, the car salespeople, right? They're not usually going to give the customer a price. They usually include that in the price of the car.
I think they're talking about broker sales. That's what I read.
Oh, you think that's what it is? Okay.
Yeah, because I think there's too many people, and somebody was saying this the other day. There's still too many videos saying how easy it is to be a broker.
Yeah.
And now you're a broker and you say whatever to get the job because you got to keep the lights on. This is a crazy job.
Yeah.
And that's who I think we're talking about is,
I pretty much think we're brokered out. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, the last thing we need is more brokers.
I know.
Seriously.
Really.
But you are not going to find that on the poster at the hotel airport seminar.
Right.
They're showing people on escalators, counting money, flying in jets. It's ridiculous. Yeah, tell us something new, Jay. Okay, didn't get the memo. Okay, so you told us about the crazy S, right?
Yes, that's the crazy S shit, yes.
Okay. Ryan sent this in just today, like an hour or two ago. We've been seeing more often that our clients are expecting signatures, detailed condition reports, and giant bows on their cars. Who can relate to that? But it's paying 30 cents a mile.
Yeah.
Of course we want a bow on the car. If we didn't want a bow, we would have listed it at 25 cents. Are you not paying attention?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Well, I've noticed that brokers don't even really explain how this works because we get called when we call to verify. They're like, well, aren't you with so-and-so? Aren't you picking up the car? We're like, no, they're the broker. We're the transporter.
Oh, totally.
In fact, I had a lady call me in a panic through an ex-driver of mine out of Arizona. And she said, we paid this company $200 down. We've been being told that the car was going to get picked up. They had their own driver. I said, I'm not going to guess who it is, but I will say I think it's the M word.
Yeah, $200 down is...
Yeah. And I said, look, I'm gonna be straight with you because I'm a straight broker. I said, I'm a broker. They're a broker. They really don't have trucks. I don't have trucks, but I'm going to find you a truck to take your car where it needs to go. But I'm going to tell you it's going to cost, I think I told her $2,000 because it was going all the way to either New Jersey or New York from Arizona. And she goes, well, they told us 13. I said, it's never going to move. And I said, I don't know what they had it on there for with your $200 either. God knows, but obviously it didn't move. And I said, I'll get it moved and it will be, they'll have insurance. They'll do what they're supposed to do, blah, 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 blah. And she goes, well, my mom's really leery because of what happened. I said, I totally get it. I said, I don't think it's fair that these people come in and just don't be straight with people. And I said, you're a resident. You don't know how this works. I'm just going to tell you, do your inspection at pickup. When you get their delivery, you make sure that car looks the exact same way as when you got it or when they picked it up. And I said, and if it's not, you call me right then and there. And I said, then we'll handle it from there. But I said, there's going to be a bill of lading. They're going to do a full inspection. They're going to do pictures. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. And she goes, well, thank you, because we don't know any of this stuff. And it's one of the things they should be training people when they even give them a quote, right? So I actually got it moved for $1,900. She was thrilled. I got it moved the very next, actually I got it moved that night. I just didn't dispatch it till the next morning. And she was super happy just because, I did what I said I was going to do. And that's what kills me about some of these big brokers. They do not do what they say they're going to do. They fill them full of shit, tell them they're going to pick it up, and then they're looking for cars. We know how that works. That's what they do on the EU ship. They troll that. But, and it was a big broker. And the only person I think that would have told them that is the M word. So,
Well, first of all, well said. Great speech, because, and this is why, you've heard me say it over and over. Grab a mask, jump right in, do whatever you want, nobody cares.
Yep.
It sounds ridiculous. It is almost true.
Yeah.
And there are carriers that care, and there are brokers that care. But there are a lot that don't.
Yeah.
And it seems to be what we've seen, unfortunately, is the bigger the company, the worse crap they pull.
Yeah.
And I don't know why that is.
I think it's because they have so many people and they don't train them right.
Is that what it is?
They don't speak English half
Do you
the
think they
time.
pay them enough though? See, that's one of the things I wonder is it. This sucks. Is that I see on LinkedIn all this donation crap, and I think they're squeezing every drop out of their employees, and then they're taking the money they should have given to the employees, and then they're tossing it around on LinkedIn and stuff to make themselves look better. They don't care anymore. I mean, it's just it's ridiculous. And they're listed as #1 on all the search engines. What they really do is game search engines. That's their business model.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And everything else is just kind of whatever. And, I mean, how many times throughout the years do you have to clean up the mess with a resident who was either they feel lied to, they feel like they can't get anybody on the phone.
Yep.
They feel like they weren't told what's going on. How about the VIP stuff where you can't talk to anybody except them? That is the nuttiest crap. Do they still do that?
Yep, they still do.
Why?
Yep.
What is? I still don't understand. What is that?
I don't know why they do that.
How is that VIP?
It's not like we're gonna. Well, yeah, because to me, VIP would be you want to talk to your actual driver.
Yeah, here's their number.
I just had a brain fart. Do you think it's because they're telling them it's actually them? Like it's their truck?
I guess. Right. And they can't let that sit. That actually makes sense. And that's where they're so chained to the poker table that the whole transaction suffers.
Yeah. I bet you that's what it is. I never even put two
that
and
makes
two together
sense.
before.
It's
Because that's what they, on U-Ship, that's what they tell them. It's their own truck.
But the best part is that now there's at least one other company that has stolen their playbook and done the same thing.
At least one. I think there's a couple.
Yeah, there's several.
Yeah.
We are not naming
Not
names.
as
We are
big,
speculating live, and we happen to be pretty correct. Okay. Join us Thursdays at noon for Bachelorette Truck Stop. He did it. The dispatcher. It was the dispatcher.
It's always our fault.
Always. Wait till the FMCSA gets rid of all the dispatchers. That'll be a good time.
Yeah. Then what are you gonna do? I had a guy call me, and I think he's signing up, and he's like, I just can't drive and look for my own loads. I said, that's what we're here.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. And I just talked to a guy who's got an app to shut your screen off when you're driving. And I said, that's awesome for teens.
Yeah.
But for carriers, you're going to kill their business, man. And I don't know. I want to do a show and I want to talk about it because it's a great idea, but we're tied to our apps. Tell me a company that doesn't tell you that you have to use their app for moving the load. You can't even get to the dispatch sheet without using the app.
Sometimes, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, the actual pickup, actual delivery. Ugh. Right. It's a good question. So, you can get it cheap and you can get it fast, but that doesn't mean you'll get it good.
True.
You can get it fast and you can get it good, but that doesn't mean it's going to be cheap.
There, yeah.
You can get it, what is it? You can get it good and you can get it cheap, but it doesn't mean it's going to be fast. One way or another, you're going to have some messed up stuff, and you're the one that didn't understand. In fact, does that sum it up for the, what was that car where he went ahead and took the fender off for her? I think I'm pretty sure right before that video, Fritz, he said, "Hey, I'm going to take this part off. It's in the way."
And didn't it look like it was an enclosed trailer too?
Oh, totally. And I think it was a prototype. Oh my God, that was a nightmare.
Yeah, that car, that was a custom made car because it had that, what's that stuff on the outside?
Well, but I think that's camouflage for a new vehicle. Actually.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I think so.
I keep seeing those cars on movies that they're putting that coating on it.
Well, at this point, that's the wrong video. At this point, it's probably a thing. Oh,
Oh,
no,
dear
it's
Lord.
not. God dang it, it's not that one either. Let's take a look at that. Okay.
I don't know. You can't.
Well,
tell.
I guess you're right.
Well,
That's
look,
just,
there's more over there by it too. You see that? The red one? Huh. That's
man,
somebody's house. That's not a dealer, I don't think.
That's some crazy stuff, man.
That is crazy.
Sheesh.
That really shouldn't have happened because it looks like he has it moves up and down. Well, I guess if you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what you're doing. Though,
Well, if you
right?
don't, yeah. Well, that's right. Yeah, no.
They should have backed that car
actually,
in.
jumping into enclosed is probably the worst idea.
They should have backed that car in so they could have pulled it out. That's what happened with that right there. I bet he scraped it bringing it in. If he pulled it off, he scraped it going in.
Right.
Too, right.
He's like,
Yeah.
well, it just it'll buff out.
It's just a little scrape.
I want to. Okay, do you know about this?
No, I have not.
Oh my gosh.
Really?
ACV Auctions has filed a lawsuit. This is some
Really?
crazy stuff, man. And I'm going to be getting into it more. ACV has filed a lawsuit against the NAAA, Auto Auction Services Corp., Manheim, ADESA, Servnet Auction Group, and IAG. Okay. Now, in the world of load boards, this is all right. Somebody help me. What's the worst that can happen in the world as we know it? What's the worst that can happen?
With
ACV
this?
has less loads to book.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming. Yeah.
Right.
What do they mean by they're trying to shut them out? Does it give us any
Yeah,
information?
exactly. All right, so this is some crazy stuff. Now, this is an antitrust lawsuit. As mentioned by other news organizations. By the way, nobody's covering this anymore. Because, why do you think that is? Who spends a lot of money that probably doesn't want this in the news much?
Well, you mean Manheim and ADESA? Or what?
Manheim.
Yeah. I mean,
Speculating live. Allegedly. This is a really big deal, ladies and gentlemen. This is the war of the auctions. There's never been a lawsuit like this that I know of. ACV is suing all of these groups because they are saying they're being left out of AutoIMS, which is an inventory management software that their clients want them to use. So let me take you down a path. What would happen if you Carrier Joe, got locked out of the #1 load board because they just didn't like your trailer? What would you do?
well, get pissed off, yeah.
Well, where are you going to find work?
Well, true.
If the #1 load board said, okay, we're only going to allow 3-car trailers, everybody else you kicked off. Is that fair?
Or, no, huh?
Okay. Well, ACV claims they're being locked out of AutoIMS by all these other groups as an anti-competitive.
Well, which would be illegal because you can't do that.
That is illegal, ladies and gentlemen. That is illegal. If that's true. If that's true.
I assume they're going to.
Right. Ty's got it. Exactly. Jay, why are you bothering us with this stuff? Well, we're going to keep talking about it on ATI because anywhere else that it was a headline, it's already off the front page. Do you think that could be a problem? You know, we talk about media and news blackouts. It's no secret to our current society what we think about media and this and that. So why does that happen? And we're also gonna talk more about this next week. I just was reminded again today that one of these organizations was just saying they pulled in $121 billion last year.
Wow.
So, do you think it's a money problem? I don't think so.
It shouldn't be if they're making
Shouldn't
that
be.
kind of money.
If you pulled in $121 billion last
You
year.
can give you a little bit away. I mean, I don't think ACV's asking for $1 billion, are they?
And meanwhile, carriers are begging for 39.40 cents a mile
Yeah.
on a posted load.
Yeah.
Oh. This is a problem.
I've got news too.
Well, good. Let's hear it.
Cars
What do you
Arrive
got?
is not taking any new transporters.
What?
Said they got too many. Don't need nobody.
How did you hear that?
Well, Doug tried to get signed up. Well, actually, Jen tried to get Doug signed up. And they told her that. And then Doug had seen some loads on there. So he called to get them. And they said, oh, no. You see loads have been sitting on there for a while. You go around them and call us and set it up. Well, he tried to do that. And then all of a sudden the loads disappeared. But that's how we found out that they're not taking anybody new. So they've decided to do the same thing that Rat has done.
I was going to say.
Makes no sense to me.
So now we've got, okay, so Cars Arrive, which is Car Global, which, well, Car Global sold ADESA. Which is interesting, too, in this named suit. I don't think ACV cares who owns ADESA.
No, yeah.
Right? Whether it's
Just
Carvana or Car
Yeah.
Global, you
Yeah.
are a named defendant. This just came out
Wow.
last week, man. Last week. So if
That's
anybody
crazy.
wants to know, you know, how do the crappy rates get on the load board? Well, what's happening upstream?
Yeah. True.
Because that's why this is such a big deal. And truth, well, speculation truth, says if ACV's being locked out, it is going to be harder to find enough loads on their load board.
Yeah.
Because they're going to lose business and there will be less loads. So it is in the carrier's best interest that ACV make progress on this. And that
Absolutely,
is one of the
because-
reasons why this is such a big deal.
Because and also ACV pays what they're supposed to pay compared to anybody else out there.
Right?
ACV pays the right rates. Yes.
How do you like those apples?
You will almost always get $1 a mile from ACV. And if it's not listed for $1 a mile, you can ask for more. But they're almost always listed for $1 a mile or better on there.
That is very interesting stuff. Good perspective on that. All right, so we got Larry coming up in 10 minutes. We'll get to that. Does anybody have... Sue, go ahead and take the screen back when you're ready.
Yeah,
Does
then we
anybody
got a
have a
Route
search
Scout.
or anything? Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a Route Scout. David hauled a guy's puppy for $500.
Shit. That probably paid better than the car that he could have
That's
taken.
awesome.
The sad
That's
part.
better than one of them trucks from El Paso to Denton.
Ain't that the truth?
That is
Yeah.
awesome.
And then we probably need to discuss this old search, new search thing. I know there's some new stuff in here.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Let's kind of look at the new search. I know there's better stuff in here, but here's the other problems they're still not paying attention to, and Alina pointed it out. So, you know how we always look on here to decide, like, say we put in, I'm going to put in Atlanta, okay? I'm going to show you what's wrong with it. Whoops. Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm
Okay,
gonna put
Fritz
100
is
mile
up
radius.
next with a search.
Okay.
But keep going, because this, I really do want to, I want to know,
What?
I don't know. Well, again, it's going to be crickets. What I really want to know is what's everybody think, but
I'm just gonna put in. Let's just put in Ohio.
think we're gonna
okay,
get
'cause I
much
want to show
feedback.
everybody what we got going on with this. Well, how do you just put in Ohio? I just want the state of Ohio. I did. It's not coming in as Ohio.
you can't put
Alright.
you can't choose Ohio?
No, let me try Arkansas. What the hell? That's what they said.
Oh, you got to
here we
click
go.
on, oh,
You got to click states.
you got to
Okay,
click,
got
come
it.
on, Sue, you got to clickety-click.
Come on, clickety click.
I actually said that to one of their guys.
Okay,
and
but why?
really, we had a good conversation. We really did. I can't stress enough how important it is that we find common ground to actually communicate. Really, we have to. We've got to find a way.
Okay, so now we're going to look at this. I just put into Arkansas, okay, from Atlanta. Now, if you had your driver in a certain spot in Atlanta, I always go by the zip code they're sitting in so I can see how far away something is. And don't get me wrong, it's not a perfect science because we all know they use air miles. It's not actual physical miles.
Yeah.
But at least you know you're
Right.
within 10 miles of what they say. Well, they've taken that away.
Oh.
They want you to look at the route instead. But that's not what I want to see. When I'm looking at West Point, Georgia, I want to know how close to Atlanta where my guy's sitting at is. And you cannot look at any of those.
I've heard you say that before, right?
I told him that even when we had the discussion about it. I said, you guys do not understand how important this is for us. Even as a truck driver, he's going to want to know. He doesn't want to go look at the map. He wants to be able to put in where he's at and be able to look at that and say, okay, I'm only 17 miles southwest of West Point. That's a good load. Let me go grab it. But now we've got to go in every time if we're going to have to use the search engine and go do this. And this is a common thing with them doing this and not really talking to somebody who uses this every single day.
Gosh, and I really feel like you told me this like a long time ago.
I did, and when we had the conversation, they were asking me what things needed to be changed. This is one of the things I said that is wrong with it.
Is there what happens when you click view route? What do you see?
I think it gives you the actual route.
Because aren't they going to say just click view route?
But see, that's all it is it's showing from here to here. But I mean, I've got my own damn Google Maps. I guess I can put in my own thing, but there's another
what if you
minute
zoom
that I've
in?
lost.
Yeah, if you zoom in, but yeah, used to be.
I mean, it's giving me the route. That's great, okay? But I don't want to have to put in where my guy is sitting at to see where it's at. So that's my problem with
how
it.
did it used to show this? I'm trying to remember.
Okay, so the regular one is...
Oh, you can go to old search, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
They haven't forced us into this shit yet.
Oh!
Okay, so look. I put in Pecos, Texas. It tells me that Andrews is 75 miles northeast. It's probably more like 85 or 90. Okay. But at least I know it, right?
Yeah.
Now, the new search isn't telling me that. So how would I know where that's at?
Oh.
And especially for a new dispatcher, if they put that in and they thought, because it was in that 100-mile radius, they may think that's close by where the driver is and call to get the load without realizing, oh, God, it's 85 miles northeast because they just thought it was a good load.
Show me this. Show me the new search. Show me now. I know because I remember now what you're saying. And right nowhere on there does it say, oh, man. So this is great for the shipper.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much how everything goes.
Yeah.
Now, I realize there's somebody in a cubicle right now is like, man, that was harsh. Thanks a lot, Jay. But Sue is pointing out something really important. And that is that, like you just said, go back to the old search. You really do need to know.
Yeah.
At a glance. At a glance. That's the problem. Yeah. This is where clickety-click. If anybody doesn't know, if anybody in the office doesn't know what clickety-click means, it's when you have to click more buttons to find out what you used to just see.
Yeah.
And when you're a driver bumping down the road and you got clickety-click, you're all over the place, and now you got to pull over or whatever. Maybe you shouldn't be driving while you're using your app. I don't know. Which is why you should have a dispatcher, but those guys are illegal. I don't know. I can't parse it all. I don't have enough time.
Yeah.
But yeah, where did it go? Why did helpful information go away?
Because they don't understand that's the information we need because they're not sitting here doing this every single day. Right? That's the problem.
I bet at least they're watching the show now, so let's tell them. What else is there? Do we have anything else?
Well, I know that was my major one.
It's a big one.
It is. It's a huge factor.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons you're going to have to force me into using the new search down to the bitter very end.
Oh, man, it's going to be a grudge match.
Yeah, it is, because I don't want to use it because it's not right. And like I said, Jen was looking at the load board last week, and we're comparing, and the loads were not the same. She had one load on the new search that was not on the old search. So why does that happen too, right?
Sue, listen to me.
Yes.
If you want to see all the loads, you're going to have to both do the new and the old search. Okay?
Yes,
Get with the
and then
program.
those cars will be gone, and they'll put us out of business. So there we have it.
Hey, you can do whatever you want.
So nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Exactly. You got it. That's
Nobody
it.
cares.
Nobody cares. By the way, just since we're in September, we're at 29,000 loads. What's the volume of the second largest load board? I know people want to know this. They want to know.
What's number 2 on our list?
Yeah, what's number 2? I have a guess. Well, what would you say is number 2?
I
don't care anymore. It's been 5 years. Yeah, what is it? Yeah. who's I don't care. Who's number 2?
Central obviously is first.
Okay, Central Dispatch, number 1 load board. Who's number 2?
Did we make it rat? I don't remember.
Right, where's our list? Yeah, we did a show.
I just sent the list to somebody
let's see
today.
here. Actually,
hold on.
We should be able to go to YouTube and type in top 5 load boards. Is that what we did? Top 5 load boards 2022.
We did top 12. No, it was top 12. Yeah, and I got it. Here, I've got it.
2022, you have it?
Because I sent it to a girl today that asked to watch the show with us.
For my own videos.
So we have Acertus. Acertus is the next biggest one.
Acertus is number 2?
Yeah, we can go
check. All right, show it on your
screen.
screen. Really? What's their number? Do we know? Yeah, let's check it out.
I can look. Yeah. I think that's how I found it.
Shoot, man, at 39 cents a mile, this thing is.
Let's see. I think I can go.
Loads are jumping off the screen.
Then we go all to all. Yep. Search. See what we got. 2391.
Okay, 2391.
8,000 when we did that show.
Wow.
Right there. Yeah.
Well,
but
what
Central
was Central
Dispatch was at 50 grand.
Exactly.
Yeah, and we're at 29. So that tells you what's going on.
Oh, here, Daniel's got. Thank you, Daniel. Super's down to like 2,900. Wow.
That'd be about right. We were at 4,000 when we did the show with that.
So Super's number 2 right now. In pole position, right?
No.
No?
Well, wait, 2391 and he said 2,900. Yeah, I guess so.
Let's go check it out. Let's go check Super Dispatch.
Okay.
I mean, this is what everybody wants to know. Like,
right.
Most carriers just want to know where are the loads.
2859. But keep in mind, Daniel. Super Dispatch's loads are also on Central most of the time too.
Well, now good point. What about Acertus though? Same thing, right?
Yes.
Okay. True. I mean, everybody puts it on Central, and that's what's so interesting. It's 2022. We've known about this for like what 5-10 years. Is that a lot of companies have their own load board, but they put it on Central as well. And we used to see, I know with Ready Auto, back in the days of yore,
Cranberry Township,
it would go on Ready first, and then after, it'd be like twice a day they would dump the bucket on Central.
10 something.
You guys, is it still that way?
PA.
I don't even ship cars, so I don't even know. I just, I just talk into a microphone and spit out videos. Somebody's got to do it. And here's the thing is, somebody's got to do it that's going to keep on doing it. And not start making I quit videos. Too much? That was too much. Went way too far this time. We don't, hey, yo. Don't be sharing the password. Share the show. Oh, man. We'll do Larry here in a bit. You're watching Dispatching Live on ATI. The purpose of Dispatching Live is to air out your grievances, complaints, and searches. By the way, we got a search coming up for Fritz, Maryland, Ohio.
Yeah. Maryland to Ohio? Okay.
But what do we got here? Okay, ACV's at 500.
Well, I was bringing up ACV they're at
Okay.
514.
So
because I was
what were
looking
they
at
at?
loads.
Weren't they? Didn't they have more than that
They
in the past?
were at that day.
I thought they were at 1,000.
They were at 1,000. So this is about
So everybody
accurate if you want to
Yeah.
compare
Yeah.
to what we were
Everybody
doing.
got
to
cut
now.
in half.
Yeah.
And also,
Like
I think
United Road.
ACV. You know, when we had them on the show, they were talking about how their loads move because they're better paying loads.
Yeah.
So
that's
you can't judge a book by its load.
I'm gonna look at.
Oh, Beasley's available. That's good.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go.
You get a car. You get a car. That's funny.
Anywhere to anywhere. We've got 3124, and when we did the show, they had 9,000.
So wow. So United Road is the second highest load volume right now.
Yeah.
Which actually
Technically.
makes sense for being the nation's largest broker carrier.
Yeah.
I wonder how
Yeah.
many loads Carvana has. Do we know? Can we get to ePay Manager?
Well,
I love that
I
one.
can, but they're using
No?
ClearPath now, so they're not using.
Oh,
ePay
that's
Manager,
right. I heard
But I
that.
can.
So
Yeah.
okay, so do carriers access Carvana loads using ClearPath? Is that what we do now?
You have to now. Yeah.
That's great. I think
let me
that's
see where
better.
we get into it.
I mean, I liked ePay Manager, but
It's basically the same, but I will tell you the same thing. You request the load, and if you don't call them, they don't pay attention. I waited for an hour. I said I requested this load an hour ago. Oh, well, nobody's looked at it yet. That's
nobody's
seriously what he
looked
told
at
me.
it yet.
That's what he said. He goes,
Oh my
"What's the name
God.
of your company?" So I
Tell
gave him
the-
all the information.
tell
and
the
he said, "Okay, I'll
shipper.
send it over."
I can't
Yeah.
wait for the shipper to find out, right?
I'm trying to figure out. I must not be in the right.
Now,
path to
I
get
know
to the load
logistics is messy, but we got to have, it's 2022. Get an API where you're not waiting for somebody to pull the piece of paper off the fax machine. Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong. I like it. Just tell me. Wow, $15 a mile? What's going on there? Oh, it goes 23 miles.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you're going to
all
want
right.
it. Well, it's in San Francisco. I was going to say, a tow truck could be like, yeah, we'll do it for $1,500. Plus, it's 2 units.
Don't need this.
Maybe we can get the
Trying to
puppy.
get me to
Check,
install
check,
it.
check. Okay. We're going to do Larry here soon. Are there any other load boards to look at? I like doing this. I like
Trying
looking
to get
at the
into
load boards.
ClearPath, and I'm having a hell of a time.
Oh,
getting
you are?
on.
Are you guys signed up with Carvana and using ClearPath?
Yeah, because now you got to sign up. They send you the ClearPath thing as soon as
I think
you...
that's awesome. And think about that. For ClearPath, now that's
Yeah.
Aaron and, darn it,
Okay, Jen got in there. It's
Aaron
only
Korf,
120 loads.
and we had them on the show a few years ago. I mean, that's a great gig for ClearPath. And they
What do you mean?
they already have great gigs. I mean, that is a big deal. To be the driver mobile app TMS to get Carvana? Are you kidding me? That's huge.
So Carvana only has 120 loads on there.
I can't believe ClearPath doesn't shout that on LinkedIn every other day. I would.
Put Maryland. I'm gonna put in Maryland and Virginia.
You do Maryland?
I'm gonna do Maryland and Virginia because he's right
Oh,
there.
nice.
I don't.
All right, cool. All right, Fritz. Fritz is
We're
like,
looking.
yeah. I waited a
Finally.
long time, you guys. I've been really patient.
Everybody notices I'm still using the old one, right?
Okay, show of hands. Who's using the old search? Right? I always did. Which is now
So
the new
veteran.
search, right?
I don't know.
Same as the old search.
Okay, Fritz, I can remind me how many cars do you have? I was thinking.
I think he said two. 2 cars. You're looking for 2.
Okay. Well, do you take in-ops? What's this? This looks
Take the
huge.
wheel, Sue. I'll be right
Those
back.
are Freightliners. Okay. All right. Well, I only got 58 loads, and I don't know where at in Ohio you're looking at, so we're just going to look and see what's on here, if there's anything on here. Looks like there's a Baltimore to Cincinnati. Probably at the port, maybe, maybe not. Could be a total pain in the butt. I don't know where Pomeroy is. I need to go look that up. I have a feeling it's closer because it's only 365 miles and that's 522. And I don't know if you can handle 3,500, but that's a good paying load. It says no twig needed, so that means it's not at the port. That's good. We got a Bowie for a Certus going to Columbus. That's Columbus run. And you want to run your map because some people would think because Columbus and Cincinnati are only 100 miles apart from each other, that would work, but it may not work because if you run your path, you may not even touch it. So you always want to run that and see what it looks like. And that's the other thing on this new search engine. If you were wanting to look at that, is there a way to combine them? I don't think there is. So what's the point? Let's see. Here's a F-350 going to Cincinnati, for sure. With that other one going to Cincinnati. Here's two vans. No twig needed. How big are they? They're 3,500s going into Jackson Center, Ohio for 1,200. Those are big, though, I bet. But Stratton will know, I'll tell you that. Stratton's a good company to work for. They're kind of based down by where I'm at. And she'll, if you talk to her, she'll tell you exactly, like, length, width, height, all that kind of crap. Looks like she has several of them going that direction. But I don't know if it's two vehicles. Oh, 17K? Okay, gotcha. Let's see what they weigh. Well, they're saying they only weigh 5,061 pounds, but this is also a thing that comes up when you put them on Central. It's not always accurate. I would call. If it was only 5,000 pounds, hell yeah, I'd grab both of those, Fritz. Because what length are they? Well, maybe 251. So they're 21 foot long each. It still fit on a 40-foot flatbed. You just have overhang on the front and the back, but not by much. And you're not going to go through any place that is going to be busting you for overhang. We also have another one.
Check. You still there, Sue? Sound a little quiet. Okay.
Nope. We've been talking.
All right, cool.
There's more going. Looks like there's a bunch going to Cincinnati. There's a few going into Columbus as well. What else we got? I don't do motorcycles. I don't know very many people that do motorcycles. It's a pain in the butt. Here's another good one going into Cincinnati. Looks like you could head to Cincinnati, Fritz, with no problem. There's a bunch of them on here. Culpeper's a little too far down, and I wouldn't go down there for that kind of money. Anyways, that's crazy. $200 out of Culpeper. Oh, but it's ready today. Pick up ASAP, but we're only going to pay you 53 cents a mile.
53 cents a mile?
I'm going to rush right down there and grab it.
Wow, that's pretty good compared to that El Paso money.
Well, that's true.
Shoot.
And
we're going to make us a video.
There's a 2-pack going into Cleveland for $575, Fred. And you could always ask them for more money. Sterling is going to be ADESA. I'm fairly certain that's where it's at.
Sterling. Oh, yeah. Actually, I like that location.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's going to be about it.
There, but...
Looks like you can, either go Cincinnati, Columbus. Those vans are paying really good. Let me look and see where those vans. I've never heard of Jackson Center, but it sounds like Cincinnati to me for some reason. So let's go check her out.
Huh, Jackson Center, yeah.
I don't know why, but it sounds like Cincy.
What are you going to do? You going to click on view route, or what are you going to do?
No, because I'm not in the new search, but I could have. Yeah, good point.
Right.
Way to ruin it there for me, Jay.
Well, that's why I asked. How are you going to find? What are you going to do?
Well, if I had in here that I was looking for a certain place, it would have told me. Like if I had put in I'm looking for Cincinnati, it would have just said Cincinnati. Okay, so this is Jackson Center is here. I'll show you. So it's in a weird place. It's like north of Columbus and north of Cincinnati. So how far from Columbus? Because you're going to have to load in Columbus, or Dayton would be fine too. Oh, you're only 76 miles from there. Dayton's probably about the same. I mean, unless you just get something that's just crazy sitting in this area, which you never know. In fact, Let's go look.
Not to mention, what's interesting about this map stuff we're talking about, when you talk to a driver that knows the route, they'll be like, yeah, but then you got to take Bridge 27 and, right? And none of that's represented on As the Crow Flies, 39 cents a mile.
I wish they would, like, when they're telling us to go to the map, why don't they have something on there and said, this is what your tolls would be? You know, that kind of thing. If they're really trying to help us, that would help.
See, but you just said the magic if
Word. If
If.
they're really trying to help us.
But I don't want to,
I don't know the purpose of changing
listen,
anything that they're doing.
Here's the thing, and I know this is going to sound crazy, but I really do think they're trying to make it better. It's just that I don't know if anybody uses it for their job. But I think
they might be trying to make it better.
Do you think they're trying to make it? I think that really, right? They're not trying to make it worse, right?
Well, here's the thing.
Uh-oh.
I think it has something to do with coding or something like that. I think it's more of a computer technology thing and not really focused on the users, because they're not listening to the users who are using it every single day, that this is why it's not working. Now, don't get me wrong, they've changed some of the stuff that I've asked for, but the really important things, no, I don't think those are changed, and they need to be either put back in or something. And my thing is you can't have people, how long have we had the old search? Like, what, 7-8 years probably? Right? Don't
Well,
you think?
before that, it was the old search. Aren't we on
Right.
like Search 3.0?
This would be the
something?
third search. Yes.
Yeah,
This
the
new
third
one
search.
is, well, this is the new, I mean, the one that's coming out is the third one that I know of.
You're thinking the Revenge of the Search.
Yeah. Because.
Oh, the Search Strikes Back?
Yeah, because my thing is why change something if it's not broke? You could add features to it, like they're doing, right? But why do we have to change how we look for loads and how it looks right here? I mean, you guys can see how much different is this page to the new page. I mean, it's ridiculously crazy weird compared to, so I don't get it.
Well, this is where, going back to the software update, it looks like a brand new software. And if you're a busy carrier, you're going to see this and be like, oh my God, get me out of here.
Yeah.
Right?
That's the way I feel about it too. I do not like looking at this.
I mean, but here's the thing is, it's not that I don't, but it feels like a totally new software. Now, I know there's training. That was another thing. There's like a training link. And so here's my offer. Here's really what I really believe this. You guys, let's do some videos on ATI to help folks learn it on their time, rather than sending them a link that says, if you want to learn how to use it, click here. Because who does that? It's just like when you get a manual, you open the coffee, get a new coffee maker, and there's a manual. I know this because I got a new coffee maker. Did I read the manual, Sue?
No.
No.
But no man does.
Yeah. There you go. I did not. It's still sitting on the table. And I'm thinking I'll get it to 1 year, you know? Probably the next action that manual sees will be like when I kill a spider or something. And that's what I think has happened with your training link. I think that there's probably a few people. I'll bet you more people have clicked old search than training link. Can we get I'd love to get a survey on that. Which one?
Well, look.
Okay, go ahead.
And here's the thing. Look how long it's taken me to put in my search engine compared to what I was just in. Still not done. It doesn't make sense to me.
But
I have to go in and click, 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 click. Everything.
I like the way it looks.
See, I don't like the way it looks at all.
Well, and that's what matters because you're the one that uses it.
Trying to figure out.
Do you like the way the other one looks better?
Yes.
You do?
I do. Well, and part of it is, okay, I get it. I'm old. I don't like change. You know how you get when you're old. All right? I get the whole idea of that. But if
Right.
it makes this harder for us to look, and don't get me wrong, when they changed it the last time, it took me forever to get over it too. And now I'm happy with where we're at for the last how many years, and now we're doing it all over again, and it's totally different. At least the last time when they changed it, it was not this different. I mean, we're talking apples to oranges, right? So, and
Yeah.
I'm trying to make it the same page as this, but I'm missing something because I can't figure out how to use this damn thing.
So what's the recommend? What do they do? I mean, how do you? Because obviously they want to use the new search, but everybody's used to the old search. So what do they do?
Well, if I could figure out, let me change the search to match. Okay, hold on.
And actually, I guess another question is: are you able to find cars by using the new search?
I don't know. I haven't used it yet. So. Jackson Center. Can someone please call Brian?
Stephen family's looking for puppies.
Ohio.
Are
I'm just gonna
you
pick-
able to
I'm gonna pick
find
Dallas.
cars that you want to pick up and deliver using the new search?
All right, and I'm gonna put this in.
And did you know you
change
can
this.
click to get the old search? You can. It's not that
You
it's
can.
gone.
No,
It's in the upper right hand corner.
thank goodness.
Yeah.
Dallas, Texas. Okay. And this is the other thing. You know, I don't know if everybody does this, but I always use a 100-mile radius, and I ask them to quit keeping it on just the 25 because you got to go in and change it every damn time. Also, the other thing I just noticed too is every time I go in here, I've got to click that I want my search engines to highlight at the top and blah 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 blah, which I don't really care for either, or I'm doing something wrong as well.
Well,
So
see, this is
let's-
where, frankly, I think this is made for a software engineer because there's so many bells and whistles. But at
Yeah.
the same time, I honestly like it, but I'm not a user. That's the problem.
all right. So it says there's 23 loads on the new search that I just put in, and there's 19 on the old search. So that may be a date thing. I'm not really sure. But the first load that should be up here on the top is this one, right? Let's go see. Guess what? It's not there. Why?
Really? And it's
Not
the
there.
same search.
Same search.
Wow. That's weird. How many search results do you have? That's a bug.
But something's not right because I'm getting 23 loads. I did a 100-mile radius of Jackson Center, Ohio to a 100-mile radius of Dallas, Texas. They're both the exact same thing. I'm not searching along the route. I didn't put that in there. I put tag listings in the last hour at the top. They're not even showing that load at all. Raphael.
Weird.
Oh, let's try. So remember me telling you guys if you hit Control F and you're looking for something, like on the page, I can put in this company and see Raphael or whatever it was. There it is. Okay, that's why it's down at the bottom now. It must have lost its 1 hour notice. Okay. All right, well, there it is. But here's your difference. Okay, so we see that it's picking up in Fort Wayne. We don't know how far that is from our guy, right? Here's the full load that you have to click to make sure you see everything. This is the load, and it tells you it's 68 miles northwest of Fort Wayne. So there's your one major difference. What else do we got? We're calling Raffaella. 9/5, posted date, proposed delivery date. That's the other thing.
Your audio's like
Can
you're
you hear me?
walking down a hallway.
Oh, really? Oh, I
we
haven't
go.
changed anything.
Oh, there we go. That's
Sitting
better.
in the same spot.
There we go. That's better.
What else is on? I guess I just don't care for the clicks either.
Right. It's the click.
I know. I mean, is their goal originally was that they could show more on a page, right? Is that what the goal was?
Well, that's another good question. What was the? I actually
What's the
would
end game?
love to know what was the goal.
Oh,
'Cause
this is interesting.
That's a fundamental question. What was the goal? What'd you find? Compare.
So, well, it's called price check. Yeah, it's the compare button, but it's price check because look, it says accepted by carrier. Yes, yes, no, no, no. So, why do I have a feeling?
Hey,
it's the
that's
same
actually
car?
is that new? Accepted by carrier?
No, that's always been on the compare
Okay.
button.
Okay.
And then if it's still listed, you can click on it and look at the load, and look at the company. Because sometimes when people call to get a quote from me, I go to look to see if they don't already have it listed, and they just don't realize it, because most people call all these places for quotes and everybody lists them on the board where they have a contract or not. And that's how you end up finding out and letting them know that you're going to have to call so-and-so and so-and-so to get it off the board before I can even list it. So interesting. So, I guess the clickety-click part I'm not getting.
Let me ask you this.
Essentially, all the stuff is there. You don't really have to click it if you look at it, because it tells you what kind of car it is.
When you're in a meeting, do they ask you to do anything, or do they give you a presentation? Yes. They do.
No, they usually make me do, like, follow along, and they want to know why I'm seeing what I'm seeing and why I think it is there. And I'll tell them that.
That sounds good.
But then I had a list of stuff that I said, you know, this stuff is really important to us and stuff like that.
That's good. But
so
this map, I guess the map thing got lost, huh?
Yeah. Well, where we lost the
how
many miles away from everything. Yeah, we've lost that for sure.
Lost that.
I don't know if anything else is lost. If you look at this,
right.
I mean, essentially all the information is there.
Right.
I don't even really know if you'd have to click on it unless
you don't
you're
have
looking
to do clickety-click.
for a proposed delivery date. That might be your only difference. Or if there's, let's see if I see additional information.
Oh, did you know that I think they said when you collapsed it, that you didn't lose it anymore? That was one of the things. Minimize your window.
You mean this?
Nope.
No. Okay,
go back. Yeah, go up, all the way up in the upper right corner. That double square, next to view, all the way up in the right corner.
This right here?
Nope. Keep going up. There you go.
Here.
Yeah, click that. See now, if you resize, I think that they were saying is if you were to make this more narrow, you were losing info, but they fixed that because now it collapses.
Well, I mean, it looks like all the information is there. I mean, if I blew up my screen bigger, it probably wouldn't be.
And they moved the search filters to the left side so they didn't go off your screen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that was the one you had to keep closing. And that I haven't played with the search filters because obviously that's a little bit more difficult. So I guess I'm going to have to play with that a little bit. I know why the money is here top priority, because we all said that's the most important thing we want to see is how much is it paying.
Yep, the money. Yep.
So I get that. And basically, like, all your information is up here because, you know, they did switch a lot of this stuff because before you couldn't see the phone number for the broker.
Right. They listen to you. How cool is that?
Yeah. And you couldn't see their ratings.
Yep.
Now you can. So that's great.
It's pretty cool.
I think the only thing they're really missing that I can see, and somebody, you know, other people need to chime in so we can tell them, is the how far away everything is. And then what's this? Okay, so yeah, because even you can see how much this S10 weighs and their dimensions.
That's
so
good.
you really don't even have to click down for any of that.
That's
either.
a big improvement. That stuff really helps.
Yeah.
I used to Google that like crazy.
So
what about
I figured it out. Why you have to click down.
Oh.
You have to have the order ID, and the order ID is not.
No, it's not in the. You have to clickety-click every load to get the order ID?
Yep. Because look, we went from. See, there's no order ID.
No way.
And the only way to get the order ID is right here. Order ID.
Well, what do you think of that? Is that a deal breaker?
I don't like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, because you want to call right away, but it's not just that. Where is. Okay, so the other thing I'd ask them about is. Because, like, additional information, like, for example, right here. All right. See this reference ID stuff? That's where I want to know it's at Copart. But it's not just that, too. Like, I always put text only, call, you know, this da-da-da-da-da. So your reference stuff you cannot see unless you click.
Well, go to the new search. I want to point out something that I thought, but I realized that it's not neat. Every row contains vehicle info company. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
What else would it be? Why does it have to say vehicle info every load? Why
Oh,
does
you
it
mean
have to say
company?
company
Like, why does it
every
need that head
load?
stuff,
I
the
know
headline?
that. I work here. I know that.
Hmm.
It's kind of like www dot. Okay.
Because it doesn't. You're right. It doesn't say it on these.
Okay, Sue, make sure you go to our website, www dot. Yeah, we already know that. Nobody says www dot anymore. You know why? Because we already knew that. You don't need it.
The only
You just
thing
don't
I'm
need
thinking
it.
the reason why they did that is because they want to keep pickup location. They want to put posted date. So why not put these two on there too? I mean, they don't need them for sure, but they still need that top row because
Okay.
of these two.
It'd be like, I'm going to try it one more time. It'd be like if I was sitting in a restaurant and I was looking at a
Well, yeah.
menu and next to every food item it said food item.
Hmm.
I know it's food. I'm in a restaurant.
I know, but the only thing I'll give them.
I hope I
What
go
we
to a
need,
restaurant and they have a menu that says food item, food item, food item, food item. Okay.
I guess we don't need it where it says pickup or delivery location because that
But
should be there.
you know what?
Posted date.
I'm
yes.
crazy. You know, call me nuts.
Posted date, pickup date, that stuff needs to be on there. This
Yeah.
is right.
Yeah.
It should just say Fort Wayne going to Dallas, Texas.
I already
And-
know it's a
yeah.
food item. What
Yeah.
am I? What are we doing here?
Yeah. I mean, if that will cut costs, can they take that?
Why
those
doesn't it
off
say?
there?
Why doesn't it say dollar amount, dollar amount, dollar amount,
Well, true.
dollar amount?
That's true.
Why not?
Or this is how much you're going
How
to
do I
pay
know what
for.
that is? $700. What do they mean?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Oh
point.
shoot. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's do speed, Larry. You want to do some Larry on speed?
Let's do some Larry. Yes.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for sticking around. We'll just keep you a few more minutes. I think you'll like this because we did a Pre-Owned Auto Logistics was on the show Tuesday night. We were in their offices Friday. And so, drum roll, please. That's right. Every week we got 5 new questions. Step right up. 5 new questions. We do 5 new questions every Tuesday night. And now we do the answers, or the questions and the answers every Tuesday night and Thursday. So if you missed Tuesday night, here you go. Question 1. Shippers expect drivers to give plenty of notice before they plan on delivering a car. True or false?
True. Should we put the next question should be what's the percentage that actually do it?
That's what I love. Obviously I wrote these, and
Yeah.
I mean that's a silly question, but
Yeah.
is it?
It's not.
I know. I screenshotted a guy on Facebook said my ETA is my ETA, and I know what he means, but it's not true.
No, it's not true.
Your ETA is everybody's E ETA.
Well, and like we always tell, this is what when we explain what we do. We always say, okay, we verify the loads for you and put them in pickup and delivery order, blah, 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 right? But we always tell the driver, we expect you guys to call before delivering so you know where to park, so you don't get a ticket, that their check is ready if it's COD. If it's a residence, you need to call 24 hours out because, good God, they could be doing their hair. You know, that kind of
Right.
thing. I mean, that's my
Right.
spiel every time.
Right. Yeah, no, and that's this is the hard part. This is hard truth with Jay and Sue. Is that in the dispatch office, you're in sync with your driver. Everything's great.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, okay, so you're 2 hours away. Are you going to text him? Did you call him? Now, I'm going to wait till I get a little closer. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. You don't want to set false expectations.
Right.
Give them a range. Just let them know it's today.
Right. Like if you're going to be there between noon and 5, and then I'll give you an hour notice
Because
before I get
then, who gets ragged out, Sue?
there. Oh, us.
Yeah.
Your driver didn't give me enough notice.
And they go
I'm doing
nuts.
my hair.
And
Yes.
they go nuts. And
Yep.
I mean, 39-cent a mile loads don't pay enough to cover all the
No.
consternation. Just,
No.
God, would you just text them?
Yeah.
Just text them. Jeez.
Yeah.
Or let me text him. I don't know. Question 2. What is the most appropriate carrier pay amount to ship a 2019 Lexus GX from Phoenix to Pueblo? Oh, it doesn't start. It's an in-op.
Oh, okay.
2019 Lexus in-op, Phoenix to Pueblo.
Well, I was gonna say 710, but that was before I saw it didn't start. And just so everybody knows, Pueblo is south of Colorado Springs, about an hour.
Nice.
So
exactly.
I'm gonna guess. I still think I'm gonna say 710. 'Cause I'm gonna guess and say it's probably about 700-800 miles. Guessing right off the top of my head. And right now the season is shitty.
There you go. I was just going to ask you, what criteria are you using to determine this rate?
Now, if I was quoting someone,
Right.
I would probably tell them 9 to 1,000 if I knew what the miles is.
If you were quoting them, right? Okay.
Yeah, that's probably what I would tell them.
So that's what,
But
as a
I'm gonna guess
broker,
and
that's
say
your
710.
shipper quote. Okay, right.
Yeah.
This is the carrier pay.
Yeah.
And you're basing this on because this is auto transport. Nobody cares, right?
Well, and I would have based it on the quote being it was an in-op, and Pueblo, yes, it's on the way into Denver, but it's not,
So check
typically
this
a place you
out.
stop.
We did this
Don't tell me
Tuesday night. You're not
505.
going to believe it.
And it says, oh, it was. Holy
know.
shit. Okay.
I know. I can't believe that.
I can't believe that either. They
I
must
can't
have
believe
checked
it.
the rates this last week because the rates have gone down.
Maybe United Road posted it. Okay.
Ah,
Question 3. Drivers love to answer their phones and tell shippers exactly where they are at any given time. True or false?
false.
I thought Cooked Cat did that regularly.
I'm pretty sure you're right about that.
Oh, yeah. In a big pile of S.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's a VIP load, don't they expect this?
Yeah.
I mean, right?
kind
Which
of.
is so freaking funny.
Yeah.
That is so funny. Question 4. What is the most appropriate carrier pay amount to ship a 2017 Dodge Charger from Vicksburg, Mississippi to Aberdeen, South Dakota? 815, 1080, 1345, or 1520. This one might be a little harder.
They're both in. Vicksburg is really not on the beaten path. I think it's west of Jackson, about 50, 60 miles, I think.
Jackson?
Jackson, Mississippi.
Something I had Johnny Cash going through my head.
Oh, and South Dakota, I don't go to South Dakota.
No, I mean, right? So right there, what's the most appropriate rate? Because what are you going to put with it?
Well, that's just it.
Right?
They're not going to hardly pay to go in there. I guarantee
Oh my
that.
gosh.
I would like 1345, but I'm going to guess and say 1080. And
Right? What are you gonna get coming out? Right? Okay, so 1080 is the guess. Let's see what we got here.
Yep.
Oh well, that's.
Oh hey, I wanted that, but I never would have thought that.
But see, do the load boards right now reflect the positivity we just saw in the last 2 carrier rates?
No.
Yeah. So I don't understand. Actually, I'm confused.
Yeah, I
Question
am too.
5. It's weird.
Week ago, maybe, or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, a week, even maybe a month ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Question 5. Brokers are expected to educate shippers and guide them through the car shipping process. True or false?
True, but do they do it?
Well, we're going to need your $200, and then we're going to drop you off at the next bus stop.
And by the way, somebody else will be calling you to schedule this pickup, not us.
Right, exactly. Because we don't own anything. We just, we don't even work here. I got to go spray some champagne. I'll be back. All right. And that's what's so funny, Sue, is, I mean, here we sit, postulating and prophesizing, and nobody cares. Nobody cares. Well, it's not true. All right, a few people do care. Actually,
Some of us care.
some people actually do care, and that is actually, thank goodness, we've now met a few people that care. And so that's why we were Friday. We were Pre-Owned Auto Logistics in their office. They were an amazing team. They were on the show Tuesday night, and so I say, open your doors, man. This is my. It's not a dare. It's not a challenge. My invitation. There we go. My invitation is, if you're number one, open your doors and let Ty meet folks in your office. Let's make a show. You're number one. Let's do so. Let's do it.
Yeah, he's not that far.
Come on.
Let's do it.
And I say it this way, like, if you're number one and you're scooping up new shippers regularly, open your doors. Let's meet some of your team. Can we do that, please? Pretty please? Sugar on top? Friday's show, that's tomorrow. Cars on the Move. Get these cars moved with the melting block of ice. Tim Scatalis and Paul Machine join us again to talk about the business of car shipping, which can be different than just booking on the load board. That may feel like car shipping business, but well, anyways, we talk about it on Friday, so join us for that. Sue?
Yeah.
I think I'm getting tired.
Okay. I know you don't feel good.
I know. This has been a tough one. I got my Gatorade. I'm losing my voice. But we did it. We got through.
Yeah.
We got through a 90-minute show, and actually, I thought the views were good, and we covered a lot of good stuff. And I think there's a lot more. There's a lot more meat on the bone on this new versus old search.
Yeah. And that's what we need, is anybody that wants to send us things about it, send it to us so we can talk about it and discuss it. And then also I can throw it to Abby, and maybe it will filter through, because they haven't asked me to do another one lately. So I think
I'm glad you mentioned that, because where do they stand then on? Are they pretty much done? What do you think? Where do you think they're at? Are have they launched it and now it's ready to go? What do you think their mindset is?
They're acting like they launched it and they're ready to go, but I think that nothing is ever perfect. You still have to go back and tweak things, especially if enough people send a message to Central saying this needs to be back. Like just those miles alone, you guys all see what's going on with that and how bad that would be, especially for a new transporter or new dispatcher. They think that load was in the area that they were in and just grab it without going to research it because they don't have the miles on there. So, send them an email. I don't know if it'll go anywhere, but can't hurt to try, right?
Also, is there a way to filter out hay bales?
Yeah, I think you can.
Like all vehicles except like random objects.
Weird stuff.
Yeah. Now,
my bigger bitch is still letting the transporters list cars, by the way.
I
had one give me a negative the other day, by the way, and I turned them into the FMCSA.
Ooh.
Yeah, pissed me off. Let's see.
But it's the Sue, it's the dispatchers.
Fault.
When are you gonna learn? Okay. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. Please do join us tomorrow on Cars on the Move. Please let us know if you want to join Carriers Unfiltered. Whatever it is you got to say. Send me an email, autotransportintel@gmail.com. Okay, office, what do we say?
What does everybody say? Goodbye.
Goodbye, Sue. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon. We'll see you next week.
Okay?
Okay?
Okay.
All right, thanks. All right, take care.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Bye.